Hi, my name is Octavius. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm just here to tell my story, my spiritual story of when I woke up, um, of basically all that happened after I woke up as well. I was told today to do this video. All praise to the ancestors. Um, they speak to me. I'm no one special. They speak to everyone. You just have to get in tune and open your ears to hear. I did that, and that's what I'm here to basically talk about. Um, in 2012, I was 14. My mind began to open up, and it just basically began to shatter reality for me at the time. Um, I've always been very spiritual since I can first talk. Um, I was very spiritual, always loved spiritual things. But the only way I knew to channel that through was, or the only way I could find that anywhere, was religion and church. So that was the way I channeled it, and that was the way that um, I found spirituality. And it wasn't until I opened my mind and I found out the truth, if you will, um, that I found out that you don't have to be religious or be in a religion to be spiritual. So that's when things begin to take off for me. At first, I put it off, and because of everything that I believed prior to my mind opening up, um, I put everything off at first, and I didn't want to believe, or I didn't want to really stop believing, because once I stopped believing everything that I believed was when I began to know anything. I don't know everything, but I know something. And that's what I'm here to talk about as well. So I was sitting in my bed one day, and I got a download. I call them downloads because from the spiritual realm, a thought just comes to my mind, or a feeling comes, and I feel it or I think it. But anyhow, a message somehow comes, and it speaks to me and tells me things. I call them downloads. It's been happening all my life, but like I said, it wasn't until I opened up my mind and realized that it doesn't have to be religious to be spiritual, was when my spirituality, you know, actually sparked and began to grow even more. So I got this message and this download telling me that, telling me who I was spiritually, and telling me what I would do, what my purpose was here on earth. It reminded me of who I was, allowing me to envision. Um, Actually, this was an encounter that I still remember like yesterday, but it's hard to explain. So I hope you guys can understand at least my perspective of it, of what happened for me, of what I saw, and what I experienced. But I was able to see my spirit, and I had a source at the time, as if I was a source, I'm sorry, uh, in a higher realm. And I had followers, if you will, as if there are other sources, and other sources have other followers, and I just had my group. I'm no one special, like I said, or I am saying it anyway. I'm no one special. Anyone can do this. All they have to do is tap in or tune in. So I was a source, and I had followers. And at the time, I became stagnant in a higher realm before my physical body as Octavius. Um, and the reason that I'm here is to gain a greater following, to be a bigger source, to become a better spirit and not be stagnant. Um, I'm not going to get into that too much. I want to tell my story. So, um, they reminded me of who I was spiritually, that I came from a higher realm to come down here to help and to push spirits higher because they've been stuck here on earth or the third dimension for so long. So, this was a lot for me at the time, but I'm just receiving. And naturally, it's in my heart to do so, just to talk about these things, to raise the consciousness of humanity here on earth, because it has been stuck at a certain level and it has been stagnant for so long. And I guess I resonated with that, so I came down here to help it and to break that up, because it's been going on for so long. This has become like a hell in a way, or a jail, a form of containment. And now you've been contained so long that you like it, that you're comfortable, and that you wouldn't have it any other way. I had to experience that feeling with my belief systems, and me not wanting to believe it, or me not wanting to change my belief, and me not wanting to let go of belief. That was a form of containment and a form of something that I was in for so long that I just became comfortable with it. And no matter what truth was, I wouldn't hear it. I would push it off and believe what I want to believe. That is stagnation, and your spirit cannot ascend that way. I'm here to talk about that and to break that up through my story. So they reminded me of who I was, and they told me my purpose. And I just shared that. My purpose is to raise the consciousness here. And that was that. About a week later, they told me that I will receive, I got another download, separate time. I got a download saying that I will receive $2,500. And for some reason, it feels as though to me, even though these downloads, the first one when they told me who I was and what I would do, my purpose, and now separate when they told me I would get $2,500, for some reason it feels like it's the same and connected. And that's because it is. They go together, but the timing of it doesn't, of course. They were different times. So this is a separate time. A week later, I got told that. And I felt like, how am I going to get that? Where's that going to come from? The first thing I thought was maybe I might win at the casino. That's a lot. It's a big win, but I was actually thinking, how am I going to get that? And I got a feeling like, no, I'm going to be honest, I got a feeling like, ain't no how I'm going to get that. It was like, I ain't going to get that. That's the feeling I got, like, I ain't going to get that. I got a feeling, and a download came over me immediately, and it made that feeling go away. And it was as if I had peace at knowing that I would get this $2,500. And some time went on, about maybe 2 weeks, and I came in the house from being out, and my mom said the lawyer called, and it was as if I knew immediately why he called. And him calling was random. I had a settlement. I had a settlement, and I got all my money. It was some about months, at least 6 months went by, maybe more, way more. And I had all my money, and it was as if right after I get this download, He calls me saying that there's a miscalculation. He's sorry. He is apologizing, and he says that basically I'm owed $2,500. That's what he's saying to my mom. Um, the conversation between me and my mom was just simple. She said the lawyer called. I knew it was something, like, just told me this is it. And I told her, I said, I know why he called. She's my proof. And she said, why did he call? And I said, he called to give me more money. It was like I knew. And she said, I said, Mom, I said, Mom, if it's $2,500, I'm gonna fall out. And she said, yeah, it is $2,500. How do you know that? And I promise you guys, that moment blew my mind. I had to go outside, and I just had to go by myself and get my mind together. I was in awe. I was mind blown. And that day we went to go pick up the check. Um, about an hour later, my mom called, to see if we can go pick it up that day. And he said that was fine. And we went that day to pick the check up. And the last moment, or the enclosure of this whole experience, was I got the check in my hand, and I'm walking outside of the building, and we're crossing the street to go to the car to leave, with the check in my hand. I stepped my foot off the curb to go across the street, and one foot stepped off the curb, and a download came to me very strongly. The strongest download that I ever had. The strongest feeling. It paused me. It's as if life and reality paused. Cars, talking, everything paused. Everything stopped, and it spoke to me, and it said, this is your sign. Never ever second guess this ever again. And I looked down at the check, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And they told me to share this with the world, and that this is the truth, and that they are speaking to me. I doubted it, and I put it off for so much. I put it off for so long. I was battling between what I was hearing and what I believed, basically. Because what I believed went all the way against the truth of what is coming to me, and what I wasn't hearing from Jesus. I'm going to be honest. It wasn't from Jesus. I grew up believing in Jesus. I have to touch on it because it's true, family. We're here. We've been lied to. We've been bamboozled. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. In the beginning of the video, I'm trying to keep it cute, and not say certain things. I don't want to offend anyone. But I was there, is what I'm saying. I was there where you are. And the truth is here. And I understand that you feel how you feel and you believe what you believe, but sometimes that's not true, family. Sometimes that's not right, family. It's not what's going to allow you to ascend higher and go higher in the spiritual realms. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to tell you that. And that's it. I'll make more videos. I'm following. I'm just literally here. They told me back then, like I said, I don't know if I said it in this video. I made several of these videos trying to get them right. But they told me that I would do videos, and that I would be a spiritual teacher, and that I would teach spiritually, and that's how I would help naturally, just by me being me, and me thinking how I think, and me receiving what I receive. And I'm very open to it now. Thank the ancestors. All praise to the spiritual realm. All praise. I've been literally transformed, and I know my life will transform as well, physically, by me doing it spiritually first. Right now I'm in a situation where, because they told me, not to work ever again physically, that they would take care of me for the rest of my physical life by me doing my spiritual work, which is to raise the consciousness of humanity here on earth. Um, I've been put in situations physically where it would test my spirit, such as recently coronavirus, um, everything being shut down and not having, because I don't work. I'm not working physically. The way that I received money was the spiritual realm allowed. I have a gift of playing piano. I can sing. I'm a musician, so look out for me. But yeah, I'm going through my nerves right now, and bringing everything together with that. But anyhow, they've allowed me to play on Sundays because of my background with church. Before, I know so many people that actually they called me, they reach out to me. I know that's the ancestors working through them, or that's the spiritual realm working through them to, contact me and have me to come play so that I can receive some money. Um, and so that's what I do. My mom also owns her own barbershop, and I'm grateful for her. Um, Go get a haircut at Get the Look Barbershop. It's in Wilmington, Delaware, 801 Kirkwood Highway, Wilmington, Delaware. Get the Look Club, Get the Look Barbershop. Same thing, just different spin-offs of names. It was Get the Look at first, but I believe now she added the club onto it. Anyhow, you're gonna get the look when you go, for sure. Um, she's awesome. I work with her, and I love it. I enjoy it. It's not stress. It doesn't take away from my energy. And I know the ancestors work through her as well, as much as she allows, um, to be a blessing to me as well. Um, just for that being the vessel that I chose to go through means a lot for her as a vessel. So, um, yeah, it's I'm basically losing my train of thought. Um, but they told me I would do videos and be a spiritual teacher, and that's what I was saying. Um, Sorry, they told me by me doing the spiritual work that I would not have to work physically. So what I was saying was I work with my mom, and that's what I was saying. I work with my mom, and it's not any stress. I'm able to get money there as well. So that's my means of surviving. I'm sorry for getting off task like that. Ice cream truck, everything's going on, so much distractions. um, but anyhow, coronavirus challenging that, taking away, shutting down rather, the church, shutting down um, the barbershop, shutting down everything, and me not knowing how I was going to survive at all. Everybody getting checks, unemployment checks, and this, that, and the other, and I literally had to survive the 100% on the spiritual realm, and it was challenging. It was scary. I didn't know at first how I was going to make it. I felt like I wouldn't make it, and I went through all of those feelings and those thoughts. But my reason for the whole story, and I'm going to try to close the video, um, was that it's time to depend on the spiritual realm 100% anyway, and questioning how and what and where is physical things. And that's what we need to get out of, and that's what I need to get out of. I'm getting out of it, and that's why I believe, not the coronavirus. There were other experiences that I went through that as well. I went through that as well a lot. Like, I went through that a lot where I had to be basically challenged, um, not having anything physically, and that makes me feel like, f this, I'm gonna go get a job. And I got my mom, and you need to get a job, this, that, and the other, and it's a lot of pressure, and I'm going back to them and I'm saying, you told me this and you showed me this and something, but I'm seeing the fruit of it is what I'm saying. All of that physical stuff you can't worry about. I hope y'all are getting the message. Um, I just had to push that all off. I had to push this out my ear, that person out my ear, my own feelings, my own fears, my own worries, all that physical stuff. I had to push that away and be sure of what's sure. And that's the spiritual realm. That's what is. And I was told what is. Once you get in tune with what is, everything is okay. Everything is okay. There's no need to worry. Um, and the reason we know these things and make these types of songs and say these sayings are for a reason. And it seems like for some reason we can't really grasp it spiritually. We can't really get there. We always are worrying every time something comes up, every time something happens, every time you're fired, every time there's a shake in the road. But that shake in the road was meant to be there, and it's purposely there to strengthen you and a test to see if you're even strong. And I'm getting it, family. I'm here to share that. I'm here because I'm getting it, and I guess they see I'm getting it. They told me it's time. Um, so the coronavirus really messed me up at first. Had me feeling like, what am I gonna do? But 3 months of nothing. Wow. I don't need physical means. I don't need a boss. I don't need to go work at Macy's, at McDonald's, at Dollar General. I don't need that because I don't care how it looks right now. And that's something they've shown me too of what it will be. And I'm grateful for that. But I'm going through what I'm going through, and I'm not supposed to care about how it looks right now. I'm supposed to spiritually grow. Looks are physical. Physical. I can't care about that. I can't care about the physical because that's an illusion. And so I have to keep going spiritually no matter how it looks, no matter how it feels, no matter how it seems. I have to know what is spiritually, and I have to be sure and be in tune. And family, everything that they've downloaded into me was for a reason, and it has gotten me to this moment of being sure, of knowing for sure that this is real, family, and that everything else is not. That the spiritual realm and what's inside of you is real, and everything else is not. Everything outside of you is an illusion. Don't care about how it looks. Don't care about what it makes you feel like. And you have the power inside in the spiritual realm over all of these things. You can choose how you feel. You can choose how you look at it. You have that power inside in the spiritual realm. We have to get strong spiritually, and we have to ascend these physical matters. We have to ascend spiritually. And that's all, family. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm definitely going to make more. Subscribe. Like, share, comment, all that. Thank you so much, family. Love you.